Hi, it's Tony. You're in Pop-Pop's workshop, and today is kind of a day in the shop, a life in the day of a shop kind of thing. I've got several things I'm working on, my planer cart, because I have to prep for my intro to epoxy class tonight at the Woodcraft, and I'm also trying to get the pieces cut for my plywood hanging rack out in the garage. So I've got a few things I'm trying to do, so why don't you follow along and see if I can actually get some of this stuff done and what it looks like. Let's get to the video. Okay, for some reason I forgot to film the part where I've got the casters on, but I've cut off the legs you saw earlier, and I now have the casters mounted to the bottom. They're swivel locking in both directions, so it's nice and secure. You can't really push that over even with the planer on there, so that's going to stay where I put it. I've made that frame as you saw earlier. I've now secured that down with a couple of metal screws to the top. I'm going to put the planer on here, secure it down, and then this is ready to roll. Alright, so there's project one finished up today, and our list of things we're going to get done, including class prep and maybe a couple other things, but planer is on there. It's setting good. Nice height to plane things through at, and yeah. So we're going to hook this up and use it later for class when we're not in class, but as I do class prep. So yeah, that's project one done for the day. On to the next one. All right, so here's project 2 done. The prepping of the blanks. I've actually got enough blanks for a class and a half. So the class tonight will have all their blanks, and the next class I'm halfway there. So that's a good thing. It's always nice to be a little bit ahead. All right, that's done. Mobile cart is mobile. I've got the wheels on there. Ran over something on the floor, but still gets past it all, no problem. So that's great. This is a quality of life improvement. I have to keep pulling my planer up. So sometimes it's like, do I really want to plane something? Can I do something different? Can I sand it? But nope. This is definitely the better way to go, and it is up and mobile, as you saw in the video. Once I lock the wheels, doesn't go anywhere. So that's great. That's going to fix that problem. I can put it somewhere out of the way and have more storage underneath the bench for other things. I think right now my little router table's underneath there, so that may go on something in the future as well. And over here, I've got the parts cut for my lumber, my plywood rack. Lumber, it's kind of lumber, but a plywood rack out in the garage. Used some scrap that I had laying around, cut that to the right size, and with it being plywood over nominal lumber, this is going to be stronger. Once I get this glued, these pieces glued and fastened together, they're going to be an 1.5 inch thick, just like a 2x4, and they're going to be the right size, and they are going to hold this thing. I got some PowerPro structural screws to fasten them together and fasten them to the trusses. I'm ready to go. So that'll be kind of the next thing. We'll get that glued up and put out there. But today I'm out of time. I've got to go teach a class at the Woodcraft on Intro to Epoxy. Hey, if you get a chance, take a look at the Woodcraft Iowa City classes. If there's one in there that interests you, they're always fun, educational. We have some date night classes, so it's a great way to spend an evening. You usually walk away with something. There's a product that you're making, so it's a plus plus. Not only you're having fun, but you're making something that you're going to get to use at home. Hopefully you found this video useful and at least entertaining, watching me kind of scramble around the shop all day. And whatever the case, we appreciate you stopping by to watch the video. If you think we've earned it, hit that subscribe button. But as always, thank you for stopping by. Hey, be safe in the shop, and remember, you can do this.